Okay, so with our standing swimming, we want to start tall, get maybe a little bit of a jog on just to get you feeling a little bit looser, just in case you haven't been out running on the beach today yet. Good. And then let's start here with just an easy breaststroke. Good. I'm letting my whole body participate in the standing swimming series today. Often I'd have a ball between my inner thighs and make it more of a, initiating from the core sequence. But today I just want that movement. So you're swimming through the ocean, not in a chlorinated swimming pool or even a heated saltwater swimming pool. Although, hey, that does sound pretty cushy. It's the ocean. Wild ocean. Good. Good. Keep swimming. Good. If you're a real swimmer like Deb and Wendy and a few others of you in bar, I'm sure your breaststroke is going to look a little bit better than ours, but that's okay. It's the idea. The idea. Good work. And then now here, it's one and the other. One and the other. Good. And I'm not using my arms too much for this. I'm using my shoulder joint and my body. I kind of feel like Dracula. But I'm getting this beautiful full range of motion, and it doesn't feel like it's inhibiting my joint at all. One and the other, and one and the other. Good. And then backstroke. Yay. That to me feels lovely. Backstroke. Take your time with it. Use your whole body if you can. You're in the ocean. Good. You can do a couple of both or just singles. I like the single arms. Good. This is a weird backstroke, huh? I might need to work on my backstroke. Good. Really reach and reach and reach and reach. Good. And then both come up and over, up and over, up and over, up and over. Good. If the arms don't feel good, you can make it really small. This is more about your shoulder joint, but for me, going up and over feels great. So you are listening to you, and then both go back. Big circle. Good. And then over the head. This is not swimming anymore. How would you swim like this? But this is just energy over the head. And if you think about it, you're making a figure 8 over your head, or you can just make little circles over your head. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Now we started with a little bit of strength training today for the upper body. We're going to incorporate a lot of shoulder work, and my choice is to have the ball between my inner thighs and to start with a couple of air standing kegels. So you're inhaling, expanding, exhaling, squeezing the ball, feeling the activation of the pelvic floor lift, diaphragm movement up and out. So give me 2 more really thoughtful ones. Good. Perfect. Now I'm going to waddle over to my weights. I'm going to grab my heavy weights for my first exercise, which are the shoulder shrugs. These are super, super duper helpful shoulder shrugs. Very simple, very effective. So first I'm standing, I'm squeezing my ball, and I'm letting my heavy weights just pull my arms down so that I have a tiny bit of extra space between my shoulder and my ear. So I'm lengthening, I'm using this to lengthen. Then I shrug and I let go. It's not a shrug and let go. Shrug and let go. It's a shrug, controlled release. Shrug, and then a controlled release. We got it. Shrug, controlled release. Good. Now keep going at your own pace, with or without weights. The shoulder shrugs are essential work. Why don't we do them every day? Yeah, actually, that would be a good thing. But how can you walk, hike, bike, paddle, see your friends, clean your house, floss your teeth, and cook and shop all at once? Okay, so just be kind to yourself, one thing at a time. Do you ever feel like that? I know. That's the way life is, right? Okay, a couple more. These are feeling really good for me, kind of to do them slowly today. But maybe for you, you're like, oh, this is so good doing them quick. That's great too. But use your shoulders. Shoulder shrugs, shoulder shrugs, shoulder shrugs. Excellent. Okay. Now, for me, I'm going to keep these heavy weights for my first set of shoulder work. But you can use anything you like. I'm going to flip my palms forward, and I'm going to do just 3 of these beautiful bicep curls, and they're slow because I want the form to be perfect. Good. On this next one, I leave them up, turn the palms up, and I get 3 rotations. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now my arms are out. I'm going to take an overhead press, slowly down. Do that 2 more times. Overhead press, slowly down. Once more. Overhead press, slowly down, and singles. 1, and the other, and 1, and the other. Good, and 1, and the other. Good, and then slowly let those arms melt down. Great. I'm going to have you grab your TheraBand. We're going to incorporate, some of the rehab work in between our strengthening sets. How wonderful is that? On this one, you want to have your TheraBand, just a little bit of swag going on there. It's not taut. And then the arms are not lifted. You're not up into your shoulder shrug. In fact, you can think about pulling the shoulders down on that descent of your shoulder shrug. And you can feel your shoulder blades knitting together. So a very specific place of starting. And then keeping your hands gripping and your wrists strong. Then we pull across and slowly resisting back. Good, we pull across, slowly resisting back. For me, you can see it's a little bit lower than my breast level, or it's at breast or chest level. I'm not way up in my neck. And if at any point I feel like I'm getting into my neck, I do a little shoulder shrug and I re-engage. We're only going to do 4 more. Sometimes these can be tricky to do them really well. 2, yes, and 3, good, and 1 more, 4, perfect. Okay, now today we're going to head into a little bicep territory. I want to start with the band. Oh, great, I have my shortest band today. That's going to make it really hard for me, but I can handle it. I step onto the band, and I'm holding the edges. I'm squeezing my ball, my core muscles are fired, and if I think about it, I can turn on the back of my body. I just think about, okay, I'm turning on my glutes, my hamstrings, my back muscles. Then my palms turn forward, and I'm going to take it into slow biceps all the way up, slowly down. Good. Because I'm using the band here, I am using my whole body. I can feel my feet. Weirdly, I can feel my calves participating in the exercise. Because I have the ball, I can definitely feel my inner thighs and my core. So it's all pretty good, pretty holistic. These are holistic bicep curls. Yeah, good job. Just a couple more. Whole body, slowly let it go. Whole body pulls up, slowly letting it go. Good work. Whole body, slowly letting it go. Good work. So we're heading off tomorrow morning for a long weekend up in Mount Shasta. And it's been snowing and raining there for a couple of weeks. So it's like heading into a different season. So we're going to be skiing, just cross-country skiing, but geez, it's going to be different than here at Aptos. Okay, now I just want you to do singles, and you can do them at your own pace, but I want you to stand up really tall. Cha-cha, cha-cha. Good, keep going. But I haven't seen the grandkids, 4-year-old and 2-year-old that live up in Mount Shasta, 5 weeks. That is a long time, especially for the little kids. It's a long time. I hope they remember me. Remember my husband. Where are your grandparents? In the ideal world, I think families would live much closer to each other. In fact, I think like living in a big house, having different family members, as long as you had some of your own space, I think that would be great. Must be very European, huh? Yeah, there are lots of cultures that do that. Maybe we will later in the future. Thing is, I don't want to move to Mount Shasta. It's too cold there. Okay, a couple more. And I don't want to move to Southern California where our daughter lives. It's too hot there. That's me being pretty selfish, huh? Okay, one more each way. And we got it. Perfect. Now let's transfer back to our weights. I'm going to use my 5-pound weights for this one. And we're going to do a similar set to our shoulder strengthening set that we just did. Just a tiny bit of variation on standing tall. Whole body is firing. I'm going to bring my weights up for hammer curls and hammer curls. Because I'm using my lighter weights, I just have to be a little bit cautious to not swing my arms. No swinging of the arms allowed. You place them up and you resist down. Place them up and then you resist down. Good work. Nice. Okay, now on this last one, arms come out like so. We call that cactus arms. And we do our rotation in and out. I want you to feel your back muscles and your chest muscles on these. One more. Good work. Now it's 3 overhead. Overhead press. Slowly slide it down. Overhead press. Slowly slide it down. Once more. Overhead press. Slowly down. And singles. 1. And the other. And 1. And the other. Keep going. 1. And the other. Good job. Nice. 1. And the other. 1. And the other. Keep going. 1. And the other. Good. Remember, if the overhead is not for you, alternating, making up something that works for you, bringing the arms down. But the weights are healthy. So maybe you do have the weights. Okay, good job. Now, slowly melt those arms all the way down. I'm going to have us do a couple of side bends. You're going to side bend, back up through center, and side bend, back up through center, side bend, and center, and side, and center, and side, and center. One more time, side, and center. Great job. Now, I just have one more little exercise I think we're going to be moving on today. So on this one, I'm going to choose the punch across that I kind of was demonstrating a minute ago. But on this one, I like to have my knees slightly bent. That means I'm in a tiny bit of a squat, so my back is very straight. And then from here, I reach across and across. It's about the twist and punch, twist and punch. This can be done with or without weights. Really, for me, it's a twist through the thoracic. I'm really feeling like, oh, my ribs are needing that twist. Then, once I finish the exercise, my reward for this exercise is that I can breathe better. It helps my breathing. So there you have it, the truth of the matter. This exercise is for my breath and yours. Good, really look to the side, really stretch, really twist, twist and punch. Good, let's see if we can do just 10, 10, and 9, 9, keep going. Good. Be powerful. Be strong. You got this. Yay. Okay, nice little small series for upper body today. I do want to do one last thing standing. It won't take too long, and we'll get to the mat. We have some really great hip strengthening today, but I thought we could try with the ball between those inner thighs, finding the core, a little tiny bit of standing side work. So I'm really tall. I feel like I'm a nutcracker soldier in the ballet. I feel that soldier energy. Then I'm gonna lean to one side, just enough so that my outside foot can come off the mat. Then I'm gonna use the ball squeeze to give me a little bit of a squeeze and a lift. So it's not about my foot lengthening away from my body like we do without the ball, it's about the squeeze. I need my arms out so I can stay balanced like a good soldier. Good. So I squeeze and release, and squeeze and release. Good work. Whoa, I had no idea this was going to be so much balance for me this morning. Squeeze and squeeze. Good. And squeeze and squeeze. Keep going. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Good. One more. Squeeze. Wow. I'm surprised that that was challenging for me. Good. I like finding challenging stuff. Stand tall. Find that soldier, mouse, or rat king energy, and then lengthen. Good. You're leaning to one side just enough so that your outside foot comes off the ground. Arms can do anything, and it's squeeze the ball, let it go. Squeeze. Good work. Oh, this side feels a little bit better for me. Good. Ah, I'll never say better in front of the camera, and you're gonna fall down. Okay, let's see if we have 6 and 5 good ones. 4, I'm really squeezing. Really squeeze and release slowly. Squeeze. Good. Couple more. Let's try 3, 2, last one. Whew. Good work. Okay, let's take ourselves to the mat. I feel warmed up. Yeah, I liked all that swimming in the beginning. That was nice. Land swimming. Okay, beautiful people. And by the way, while we're transitioning, I got your donations, Ruth and Amy. Thank you so much. So kind. Okay, we are sitting tall, and we've got our ball handy. Bring my TheraBand just over so I have it nearby. Okay, the ball is between my inner thighs. I'm going to start with just a couple of rollbacks. So my feet, for me, need to have a little bit of oomph. And what that means for me is that my big toes need to press into the ground. I need to energize my kneecaps up to the sky. And I need to really sit on top of my sitting bones. I don't know why. Maybe it was a long mountain bike ride yesterday. I don't know, but I feel sort of hunched over today. So just sitting up really tall and like practicing this good posture, it feels like something. I'm also noticing that I need to fire my medial arch underneath my foot, right in the center. A little bit of a lift. Okay, so I find that. My arms are going to hold on to the underneath side of my thighs for the first 2 or 3. So this becomes just a beautiful opening for the spine. Inhale, I'm sitting as tall as I possibly can. My chest is lifted. As I exhale, I press back, slowly rolling down like a little caterpillar, down, 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 down. For me, I'm going to hold on to my pants, and when my arms get long, that's as far as I come. I stay connected to my feet. I take a breath in, and then as I exhale, I squeeze the ball a lot, and I pull myself forward. I dive forward, and then I practice my upright sitting. Sitting bones press down, top of the head energizes. Medial arches and big toes for my feet are what I need to concentrate on to keep my feet participating. Good. Again, inhale, sit tall. Exhale, and we rock down, rolling down to the place where our arms are long, holding onto your pants or your thighs or whatever you hold on to. Inhale, exhale, and diving forward, trying to scoop out your belly and sitting tall. Perfect. I notice that I can sit up taller and I can have a little bit more ease in that sitting after doing 2 roll downs. Very effective. Okay. Now my arms are going to form the high V shape. That means the arms are reaching, but they're plugged in through my upper back. Taking a breath in, exhale, I squeeze the ball, and I roll back to a place that I know I can hang out. So it's probably not as low as I just went. Okay, then in this hangout spot, I'm gonna lift one arm up, the other arm up, and then the arms reach up and I get as tall as I possibly can. And then together the arms slide down and I really plug them in and sit up tall. One more time, inhale, exhale, and we roll back to a place that you know you can hang out. And then it's one arm up, other arm up, arms reach up and they help get that lift going. And then they slide all the way back. Good work. Take an inhale here. Exhale, we're going to slowly come all the way down to the mat. So let's take 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. From this position, getting yourself comfortable. Good. We're going to do alternating bridges and chest lifts. So the arms are at your sides. You'll take an inhale here, and then exhale, lift the hips up. Good. Roll the spine down. Arms drive up to the sky. Good. And then back over. And as you let your arms come back over, you want to keep your ribs connected and down. So there's a little piece here. Then the hands come behind the head. Good. Now we're going to do just one chest lift. So each time we progress. So here we go. We're going to lift up. And then we're going to lift just a little bit higher. And we're going to roll back down. Good. And then the arms just easily melt back to your sides. Great job. 2 of the bridges. We lift the hips. We roll down. Nice. Again, lift the hips and roll down. Arms rise up, keeping the ribs connected. They go over the head to high V or lower, and then behind the head. Good. 2 chest lifts. We lift, take it higher, and down. Again, lift a little bit higher, and down. Arms to your sides. 3 times bridging. We lift, roll it down. Lift, roll it down. Lift, roll it down. Arms sweep up, stay connected. Hands behind the head. 3 chest lifts, but I'm going to make it a little bit more challenging on the 3s. So from now on, the legs pop off when the hands come behind the head. And we bring knees in, a little higher, and down. 2 more. Lift, take it higher, and down. 1 more. Lift, higher, and down. Arms and legs release. For 4 bridges. We lift, roll it down. Good job. Lift, roll it down, and lift. Roll it down. 1 more. Lift, roll it down. Arms lift up. Stay connected as the legs lift up. The transition is challenging. Good. Hands behind the head. And we bring it in. Good. It's in, a little higher, and down. That's it. For 3, Good job. And are we on 6? We're going to only do 7, but I think we're on 6. Okay, good. Hopefully. We lift and we roll it down. Now, to make these 6 bridges a little more challenging, arms could come up. Just a little bit more work. Straight up. Roll it down. Great job. Now, the arms are already up, but keep the ribs connected as the legs pop up to tabletop, and then the arms come behind the head. Excellent. We do 6. Get 6, and down. 5, and down. 4, and down, and 3, and down. Good. Remember, always keeping a little space underneath your chin. You want always to have that good form in your neck. Nice. Okay. Arms and legs melt down. Last part, we're going to do 7. We're going to add on. So here we go. Arms up for those of you that want just a little extra. And it's lift smoothly down. Lifting up, smoothly down. And lift. Lower it down. And lift. Lower it down. And lift your hips. Lower the spine. Lift the hips. Lower the spine. Last one. Stay lifted with me. Good. Are you connected? Can you feel your upper back pressing down? Can you feel your legs and your feet participating? Your hips are lifted up as much as you possibly can. I'm going to do just quick 20 squeezes. Very quick. 20, 19, 18, 17. You're squeezing the ball and releasing the ball. You might need to walk your feet closer together, depending on the size of your ball. Good. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Arms come over the head to high V shape or maybe to the floor. You're thinking about keeping connected in the ribs. Then take a big breath in, and as you exhale, everything you have for lengthening your spine, you come down onto that lowest cervical spine, or maybe you're in your thoracic spine, you come down smoothly from the top. One bone, and you're feeling it, and you're also imagining it. Trying to come down super smooth like a ladder, like you're coming down on a tall ladder at the roof of your house. You've been cleaning out the gutters, and it's a tall ladder, so you're really thinking about each rung as you come down, 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 and finally you get to the end of the sacrum, and you feel like you release the tailbone down. Your pelvis is in a perfectly level position. Yep. We're going to release the ball just for a moment. And I want you to keep your pelvis level. That means you're pulling from the pelvic floor and your abdominals downward as you lift one leg up and the other leg up. Everything is firing here. Good job. We start out with our easy knee backs or toe taps, but you're not tapping anything. You're pulling your knee back and back and back and back. Good. Now the arms come up to the sky. Focus on your torso. Your torso is active. Everything is working here. And then it's small movements. Okay, the thing is, you really want to have opposite arm and leg. So if you messed up, just stop and then restart. Opposite arm and leg, if possible. If not, whatever. But you're walking in this weird little walk. But it's core walking. Press your spine a little bit into your mat. Nice work. Keep going. Keep going. We're walking down to the end of the block to see the ocean. Big stormy sea. Good. We're almost there. Okay, good. Now collapse your legs into your chest. Give them a big squeeze and rock and roll. We're going to do just a couple of rolling like balls today. If that is not your thing, or if you have osteoporosis, not such a great exercise. But for the rest of us, it's a Using a little bit of momentum, we're going to rock ourselves up. Good. Now this is a padded Cadillac. I have a big thick pad here. It's super comfortable. If you are on a hardwood floor, please be wary. I want you to sit on your sitting bones so you know where you're sitting. This is exactly where we did our rollbacks a minute ago. However, that's not the starting place for rolling like a ball. For rolling like a ball, the feet lift off, and now I've moved on to my sacrum, I'm not on my sitting bones. Good. So I'm rounding my spine, elbows lift, and I rock and I roll. I might use a little momentum, but I'm trying not too much to kick my legs out. But I'm trying very specifically to roll from my sacrum to my shoulder blades. I don't roll on my neck. Rock and roll. Oh, that feels good today. Woohoo! Good. 2 more if you like. One more. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to lengthen my legs long, grab a hold of my TheraBand, and wrap those around my feet. Good. I'm going to do an upright row exercise here, and then I'm going to rock back. So combining 2 exercises. On this one, I'm sitting up tall, my elbows are wide, and it's the upright row. So the upright row, I'm getting pretty warm here. I'm going to shed a layer. Okay, so when I feel my shoulder blades working in this upright row, I pull them a little bit together, and then I ease off. So it's all about my back muscles. I pull and I ease off. It almost doesn't matter what my arms are doing, but for me, palms down, palms turn up, and I keep a little bit of tension. It's a hard exercise to do really well. So thinking about squeezing shoulder blades together and back, together. This is our rhomboid strengthening set. So this is for our posture. I think everyone needs the postural exercises. All of us. Good, let's do just 3 more. Really focus. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and then back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and back one more time. Squeeze them together and back. Good, now I'm going to unwind my TheraBand. I'm going to slowly roll down, keeping my legs together today. My feet are together, legs are together. Nice, and I get just 3 roll-ups. So inhale, head. Exhale, I pull a little bit. Good, I stretch forward into forward fold. I reach for my toes. I take a big inhale into my back. And then as I exhale, the TheraBand slows me down as I roll down with complete control and composure all the way down. Good. And again, inhale, look at your feet. Exhale, roll. Let's climb all the way up. Reach for the toes. But now this is a little more challenging without the TheraBand. So if any of you want more challenge, just ditch your band. Last one, inhale, exhale, up, and reach for your toes. Very nice. Okay, we've got a couple of classic Pilates exercises for the abdominals, a little sequence. And then we've got amazing hip strengthening today, a really good amount of hip strengthening. So for our Pilates 3 in a row, I'm not going to use any props at all. So no props, I set them aside. And I'm going to roll down onto my back with my legs in tabletop. Good. I'm going to see if I can come up for a full classical hundreds. And option today is keep your head and neck down while we're doing the exercise if it's too much for you, putting your head down. Okay, but I'll do the classical version. So you're going to pull your legs a little bit in. Get a little bit of rocking, a little momentum to lift up above your shoulder blades. Arms are long, legs are long. And it's inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the exhales, you're pulling your belly down and you're pressing your arms down as you're pressing water down. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more sets. Good job. One leg up, one leg down, one leg up, one leg down. My hands come behind my head and I flex up and point down. I'm going to do 20 scissors. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to add a twist, 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 and reach, reach, reach. I'm reaching up, 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 back to center, and release everything. Good. Pat out your stomach. Release your organs. Your belly now is soft. Good. Take just a second for yourself here. If by any chance you used your neck in a bad way, let it go. Shoulders also. No tension allowed. Okay, good job. So let's roll onto our sides, and we're going to do an amazing hip strengthening series. We haven't done this set in a while. Okay, so we actually start off with the knees bent in our L shape. Top leg is going to tap or kiss the knee and tap the heel. Kiss the knee, tap that heel. So it's an internal rotation and external rotation of the top leg. Kiss and tap. Kiss and tap. Kiss and tap. Ooh. Good job. Kiss and tap and kiss and tap. Couple more. Kiss and tap. Kiss and tap. And kiss and tap. Last one. Kiss and tap. Good. Shoot your legs long. Bottom leg stays pressed down. Notice my legs are a little bit forward. They're not straight out. They're a little tiny bit forward. My top leg lifts off, and it's 2 kicks forward, 1 lengthen behind. And it's flex, flex, point. Flex, flex, point. Flex, flex, point. Flex, flex, point. Good. Notice that I'm trying to keep my leg at the same height. It's hip level. I'm not lowering it. I'm not letting it slink down to the ground. I'm also not lifting it high up. It's sliding right at that hip level. That's ideal. Kick, kick, point. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Good. This is classic single leg kicks. Yeah. Okay, good. Now we're going to keep going, but we're changing the foot pattern. So it's point, point, flex. It's still inhale, inhale, exhale, but now it's point, point, flex. Point, point, flex. Good. And you can see, like I mentioned, hip height is what I'm trying to do, right? However, you can kick as far as you can kick. So maybe you're kicking out here and way behind you. I'm making it a little bit more moderate for me today. And I really have to think, otherwise I mess up on the second part. I point, point, flex. Point, point, flex. My feet seem to want to do the other way. Point, point, flex. Last two, good, and last one, good. Okay, the top leg is gonna come in and you're going to hold it. Maybe this works really well for you. This one actually is great for me. For some people, maybe the top leg is behind. Basically, we want access to the lower leg. Hips need to be stacked, okay? So bottom leg activates and you're flexing your foot. And we lift and lift, good. Now the foot never touches the ground. It's about an inch from the ground and then up and up. And I'm not trying to lift it as high as I can. If I do that, I get into my low back. I want it controlled. So it's like I have a bungee cord attached at my, from the ceiling down to my ankle, and I'm pulling it down, resisting up, pulling down, resisting up. That kind of feeling was very controlled. Good, now I also could think about having a weighted leg. Maybe I put a lead pair of pants on this bottom leg and I'm lifting it up, or it's got a cast on there and it's really heavy. I'm lifting the bottom leg, lifting that bottom leg. It's got an extra 40 pounds on it. I lift it, I lift it, I lift it, good, I lift it, I lift it. Now I'm not really flexing my foot and I'm not really pointing my foot. I'm kind of trying to guide a little bit with my ankle or with the side of my foot so that it's all about my inner thigh. And right about now, it is about my inner thigh. So at this point, we see if we can do 10, 9, 8, and whatever gets you through. If you want to flex and point your foot, good. Whatever gets you through. Let's see if we can do 7, 6. Aren't I a good counter? 4, 3, 2, 1, and we did it. We did 3 amazing hip strengthening exercises today. Good job. So, fetal position, L shape. Let's take 3 of these nice, beautiful sailing boat adventures. So one arm comes out, the other palm reaches on top of it. We're going to slide the top arm forward and then open slowly as if you're a sailboat out in the sunset, all the way open. When you get to wherever the maximum place is, you breathe, and then smoothly watch the hand, the sailing hand, coming back. So your head is turning naturally. Good. You get 2 more of these. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Inhale, hang out. Exhale, back. Good. One more time on our sailing adventure. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Open with your rib cage. Inhale, stretch and breathe. Exhale, watch your sailing hand as you come back. Nice. Okay. Now, in between these sets today, we're going to see if we can do a little bit of a side plank. For the side plank today, I'm going to be on my forearm. And all I've done is from this position, I've come up onto my forearm. It's just really simple and natural. You don't want to be too crazy about it, but you can glance down and just check that your elbow is underneath your shoulder. Your joints are kind of lined up. I'm going to try stacking the legs. It can be done with 1 foot forward and 1 foot back, as long as the hips stay stacked. Okay, I use my top arm, push up, and then see if I can hold my own weight into the side plank. And I'm going to hold for 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I come down. Nice. Okay, slide your legs around. And you know we have a good set on this other side. Yes, we do. Okay, get yourself comfortable. Pillows are fine for head and neck in the sideline position. Legs are in an L shape. Lifting feet off. You just start out kind of slow. It's kiss the knee, tap the heel. Kiss the knee, tap the heel. Good. Keep going, and it's easy. Rotation internally, rotation externally. It's all about the hip. Good. I hate to say this. We don't do this exercise that much. It is a classic Pilates, and also, I know in yoga Pilates, they always teach this one. However, I don't have a problem with it. Like, it is really easy for me to do this. I can probably do a couple hundred of them. So do give me some feedback later if maybe this is a really easy one for you, or maybe this is one that you need. Because sometimes I don't know. I can't talk. Well, I do speak to a lot of you, but you catch my drift. Okay, so keep going. Let's do about 200 more. Now, we need to do that thing. But I guess my internal and external rotators of my hips are strong. So, why? Anyway, we'll give you some feedback. I know you will. Kiss and tap and kiss and tap. A couple more. Kiss and tap and kiss and tap and kiss and tap. Last one. Kiss and tap. Okay, good job. Now, shoot your legs really long. Remember, you bring them a little bit forward, and the bottom leg is pressing down the whole time. I'm going to bring top leg forward and back for single leg kick. Make sure your head is comfortable. Whatever that is for you, hips stay stacked. That's the important part. Inhale back, exhale, exhale, inhale. First set is flex, flex, point. Flex, flex, point. Good. I'm trying not to drop my leg, trying to keep it at hip height. Good. Flex, flex, point. Flex, flex, point. Keep going. Flex, flex, point. Flex, flex, point. Good. Keep this up. We need the hip strengthening. We need new exercises. We haven't done this one in a long time. I don't know why we haven't. I like those favorite exercises that you do. Have you ever gotten a new album or a new whatever CD or new streaming song or however you listen to music in your life, and you just listen to the heck out of that song? You listen to it over and over and over 50 times. Kind of like that. You fall in love with an exercise and you just do it, do it, do it. And then for a couple of years, you don't want to do that one anymore. Do you ever do that with food? You like fall in love with banana pancakes and you eat them every morning for a year. I don't think I'm that bad with food, but I might have to ask my friends. Okay, good. Now it's same movement, but it's point, point, flex behind. Point, point, flex behind. Point, point, flex behind. Good job. Good. Nice. Now for me, I'm feeling this right here in the kind of back of my hip in a really good way. Like, man, I need to do this more often. It's point, point, flex behind. Point, point, flex behind. Puff, puff, inhale. Do one more. Good work. Lastly, we want to do the inner thigh of the bottom leg. For me, the top leg just comes forward. It's a little awkward, but pretty easy to pull it there. And then I can just check that my pelvis is level, my head is comfortable. And I start by lifting the bottom leg a little bit off and little tiny pulses up and up and up and up and up and up. Good. And at first I kind of think to myself about leading with my ankle ankle or side of the foot. I'm not necessarily flexing or pointing the foot, but if I want to, that's okay too. And you could play with it. A relaxed foot is the best if you can relax your foot. I'm having problems relaxing my foot today. I think it really wants to flex. Okay, my foot has a life of its own. Good job. Okay, those of you who are still behind, we did talk about getting together for a hiking group. So please remember to contact me. Maybe we'll go out on Friday the 12th, which is not this coming Friday, but the next one, and start from there. Is that a possibility? Let me know. This is a fitness hiking group. We're going to be doing hills, like huffing and puffing. It's a fitness hiking group. Just so you know, it's not a scrolling group. Oh, wow, I feel this one today. Good. Okay, now let's see if we can do 10 more. 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and I think we did it. Did you feel your inner thigh at the end, like almost cramping on that last one? I know, that was good work. Okay, we get our 3 sailing adventures. You're in fetal position, L shape, one hand on top of the other. You're gonna stretch forward, reach up, eyes follow the moving hand as you open like a beautiful sailing ship to the sea. When you get to wherever you go, you take a big inhale, and then exhale, take it back, eyes follow your hand. Good, 2 more your own way. These should feel great. Okay, so let's slowly come on up to a seated position. Yeah, and we do have time for our leg circles. And I'm going to give you an option today to do the leg circles with me without the TheraBand, much harder work, or with the TheraBand, much easier, much cushier. And then as you're choosing, just know that if you're using the TheraBand, you're definitely getting a little bit more stretch in your hip, okay? If you're not using the TheraBand, you're going to get more strengthening in your body. So choosing whatever feels the right way for you. I want you to point your foot today if you can, even with the band, and then lightly take it across the body and then hold it there. So the first one we're going to do super slow. We really feel that across the body. Then we make a big circle, and it's very smooth, the size of a hula hoop. You go down and out, and at the apex of out, just hold for a second. And then back to center. Good, now you're on your own for 5 big smooth circles, with or without the TheraBand. I have to tell you, I definitely like the exercise more with the TheraBand. It feels wonderful, but sometimes it's good to do something a little different, right? It's definitely a different exercise without the band. We already did so much hip work today. We need more. Oh well, we might. I might. We all might. Reverse that and make sure also you hit all the points of your circle. This is a big circle, giant hula hoop. Good. As you're doing the circle, relaxing your neck. Good. Are your upper abdominals really fired? That's what's kind of driving the leg here. When you get to the very end, give yourself a nice squeeze and then change legs. Good. Single leg on the other side with or without the band. Taking it across the body and kind of holding it there to find it. And then down and up and around. Good. 5 smooth circles. Nice. I really like ending class with our leg circle. In the classical repertoire of Joseph Pilates, the leg circles are taught toward the beginning of class, and they're never with therapy. Investigate that. I like it. Okay, so you've obviously reversed. We got a few more to finish our class. Woo-hoo! Nice. I kind of liked it without the band today. Do you like your choice? Yay! Okay, beauties. I'm so happy that you came to class today. We got a wonderful workout in. Yes, so happy. Inbar stayed with us. Oh, somebody had trouble hearing me today. My volume is the same, so I might need to get a microphone. Anyone else having problems with hearing, let me know. Bye, Judy. I like your yarn.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Randy. Bye.
Thank you.